So you want to be cool, smooth, flirty, and you want to do it in English. This is not easy for native speakers of English or any other speakers of English. However, a really great source for dating vocabulary is actually in movies. Hi everyone, I'm Fallon with FluentU, and we want to help you learn English with real-world videos so you can sound like a native speaker. Today we're learning some flirty phrases that you can use on a date in English, and this first one is essential. If you've met someone in a casual setting and you want to connect with them after, you can ask for their social media information or for their phone number. You could say, "Could I have your number?" or "Are you on Instagram?" A really good tip here is that if you want to sound less direct and more polite, use modals in this situation. Listen for the difference. Could I have your number? Would you like to go to dinner with me? Or can I go on a date with you? You can see how using the modals really softens the way that you say this phrase. So make sure to practice these ones before you use them.
Can I have your number? Could I have it?
When you say, "I love your smile," or any other aspect or part of a person, you're not actually saying that you love it like you're in love with it. In this case, love means to like something a lot. When you're choosing a compliment like this, make sure to pick something kind of sweet and innocent, like the person's smile, or their personality, or their laugh, because you don't want it to get creepy.
I don't need dental work.
You're right.
There's nothing wrong with my teeth.
You are so beautiful. Will you marry me?
Yes.
Everyone loves to hear about their own positive qualities, so this is an awesome way to help someone feel relaxed or at ease on a date.
Love your smile. That smile is the magic.
Are you seeing someone is a less direct way of asking, "Do you have a boyfriend?" or "Do you have a girlfriend?" English often is like this, that if you want to be more polite, you have to be a little less direct. And I think in any language, it can be a bit awkward sometimes to just say, "Do you have a boyfriend?" To say, "I'm seeing someone" is also a way that you can say, "I'm in a relationship."
Are you seeing anyone?
Next, to be into someone means that you really like someone. This is a really good phrase if you've just met someone. So you could say, "Oh, I met Hannah last week at work and I'm really into her." You don't typically say this phrase about someone that you've been dating for a long time, like a boyfriend or a girlfriend. To have a thing for someone means that you like someone or that you have a crush on someone. It's kind of like a step down in intensity from saying, "I'm into that person." We especially use the phrase to have a thing for someone when you have feelings about a person, but you're kind of hiding it. So you could say, "He's had a thing for her since high school." Everybody knows that.
And it's weird.
Do you have a thing for my sister?
I do not have a thing for your sister.
To ask someone out means to ask someone on a date. Simple. We often use this phrase in a command form because it's used when friends are giving each other romantic advice. So, for example, you have a crush on someone, but you're too shy to say it to them. So maybe your friend says, "Oh, ask her out already or someone else will." So they're using the command to tell you to do it.
None. I mean, my first night in the city, he mentioned something about asking me out, but nothing ever happened, so I just...
Similar to ask someone out, "We're going out" means that you're dating someone. This is a phrase that we use in casual situations. You wouldn't really say "we're going out" meaning your boyfriend. It's typically like, "Oh, we've been going on dates for a few weeks, we like each other," and that's about it. You could say, "We've been going out since August, things are going really well."
Men go out with me, we break up, and then they get married.
If someone says that they're crazy about you, it means that they really like you and they can't stop thinking about you. This phrase is super intense. So be careful before you use it. You could say, I'm crazy about you. Please, will you be my girlfriend?
She's crazy about me.
To call someone a player means that a person goes on a lot of dates. To go on dates in itself is not a bad thing. But when you call someone a player, it means that they are dishonest about the number of dates that they're going on. It comes from the idea that dating is a game and the person plays the game well. If you've ever seen the TV show The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, you'll have a good idea of what I mean when I say to be a player is a bad thing. So maybe your friend meets someone new and she says, oh, I really like him. I'm going to ask him out. And you say, no, you can't date him. He's such a player.
And now, as president of Delta Psi,
and vice president, we call
our first official meeting in the new house.
Bad bet, he's a player.
To make a move means to show your interest in someone. It's not about dance moves, really, although that also could be a way to show that you're interested in someone. More often, this move is something like you decide to hold that person's hand for the first time, or you ask them out for dinner, or you even just text them. This is another phrase that we often use in the command form. So again, between friends, your friend says, oh, I really like her, but I'm too shy to ask her out. And you say, make a move. You know how much you like her.
Let's make a move.
By the way, if you want a really great resource for learning phrases about dating from movies and from real-world videos, click on the link in the description to try FluentU absolutely free. FluentU is an amazing tool that will help you learn authentic phrases in English. You can see examples of the word and you can even look up how the word is used in different videos. So it's like you're learning from a native teacher. In English, the phrases to fall for someone, to fall in love with someone, and to be in love with someone all sound really similar, but they have different meanings. So let's look at the details. Basically, each phrase is a little more intense and a little more romantic than the phrase before. To fall for someone is something that you could say when you've been dating someone a few weeks and it's going really well. You could say, I'm falling for you. Would you like to be my girlfriend?
I think I'm falling for you.
However, to say I'm falling in love with someone is a little bit more romantic and a little bit more intense. This is something you could say after you've been dating for a while.
And I think there's a very good chance that I'm falling in love with you.
Last, to be in love with someone is the most intense. All three of these phrases are really visual. I want you to picture a pool, like that you go swimming in, and you're standing at the edge of the pool and you start to fall in the pool. When you're only falling a little bit, someone else could grab you and keep you from falling in the pool. So it's kind of like this action is reversible. But when you fall all the way into the pool, you're already wet, and it's pretty hard to change that. It's the same with these phrases. When you fall in love with someone, well, it's gonna be pretty hard to get over that, as opposed to falling only a little bit, it'd be a little bit easier to get over.
I'm in love with you.
And of course, the only thing more intense than saying I'm in love with you in your pool is I love you. As you can see, the word love in English has such a wide variety of meanings, so it's important to know the details before you start using the word.
I'll say I love you too.
To say we're talking is a fairly modern phrase that a lot of young people use. And it means that you're talking to someone, but you haven't really gone on a date yet. This comes from the fact that sometimes you meet someone once and then you follow them on Instagram or you friend them on Facebook, and then you start talking, but you haven't actually gone on a date yet. You could say, oh, he followed me on Instagram last week and I think he's really cute, so we're talking.
You talk to anyone else while we're talking?
To hit it off with someone means that you instantly connect. This is a phrase that we use romantically, but it can also be used between new friends, a new colleague, anyone you meet. For example, I met Josh at a birthday party last week and we hit it off instantly. We talked all night.
You know, hit it off.
Sorry, not interested is just a pretty common phrase and a way of saying that you don't want to go on a date or you're not interested in someone. Although technically it is grammatically incorrect to eliminate the subject in front of a verb in English, a lot of people do it, especially with casual conversation and specific phrases. So you could say, sorry, I'm not interested, but it's much more native to say, sorry, not interested, and leave it at that.
Sorry, not interested.
Sorry, you're not my type is another way of saying that you're not interested in a romantic connection with someone. To say someone isn't your type means that they're not the typical kind of person that you go on dates with. Of course, on the contrary, to say someone is your type means that they are the type of person that you typically go on dates with. So for example, you could say, Mark loves hiking. He likes old movies and he's really funny. He's totally my type.
But he said I'm not his type.
By the way, we prepared a free PDF for you of all of these phrases plus some extra ones. So make sure to download it in the description box below. Yes, dating in English can be a huge challenge, but I know you can do it. If you want to take your dating skills to the next level, you should watch this video. It recommends some of Hollywood's best movies that you can use to learn dating vocabulary. So I'll see you over there.